Okay, so you are in relationship with her, okay, and you've observed nagging. So I want you to practice without even telling you what it is. Commendation, commendation, observation, recommendation, commendation, commendation. I want you to practice it with her. What you actually want to do is to tell her about nagging, but I want to see how you do it applying what I just taught you.
Am I allowed to be very expressive?
To do what, sir?
Am I allowed to be very expressive?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, baby. You know you're actually very pretty.
Take the mic up. I like what you're doing. She's nagging again.
Okay, you know you
Give her the microphone too. Yes.
You know you're actually very pretty, very beautiful, and a wonderful lady. And God has a purpose for you. God has a purpose.
Go straight to the point.
Sweetheart, you know if you continue in this way, it's likely to push some persons out of your life. And in as much as God has a purpose for you, the more you chase people out of your life, the more you won't have people coming
Can
in.
you just go straight? What are you talking about?
Okay, babe, what I am actually trying to say is you should try to work on some things. For instance, the attitude of trying to push people out of your life. And, of course, God's purpose in your life is going to be fulfilled gradually as you try to work on
You are
these
saying
things.
push people out or push you. Which one? Be specific.
I am someone. So
Okay.
I will appreciate it if you can try to work on some of these things, just so we can, we can enjoy this thing we are doing and, of course, get to fulfill God's purpose individually. And
Okay. So you've gone overboard. What can anybody tell me about this approach? What do you think is right or wrong about what he's doing? Anybody want to tell me, what do you observe? Say it again. Give that lady raising the hand. What do you observe about this?
I think the conversation focused more on God, God, God. And I mean, let's be realistic. You won't be saying God, God, God when you're trying to comment or...
So did he tell her exactly what he observed? So you can see how conversation goes, and then we end up not accomplishing the purpose. Do you understand that? And then we think we have talked, but we've not really communicated. Okay? So let me see, who is a man that wants to give a try? You think you can do it differently? Come, sir. So your assignment, your assignment is actually to, if the beginning actually goes with our rule, allow. But if you notice that meandering, unspecific stuff, help him figure out his focus.
All right.
All right. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
All right. I actually love the way.
Sorry, just like that.
Okay, sorry.
This is a woman you are in relationship with.
Okay. Okay,
I'm
babe.
your babe.
This is it. Babe, this is it. I like the way you present your points, but I don't appreciate the pitch to which you present them with.
That's good.
You can drive these points better, and you can even watch to be sure that I'm not stressed to present these points, so I don't act out of pressure. So I think you could choose to use a better pitch to make your presentation next time on this point.
But babe, I'm always trying. You're always pushing me too hard. You know?
I am not pushing you hard. It's just that you are not getting my mood right before making your presentation.
Sometimes you don't just come straight.
Okay. Those of you that heard him, did he do a better job?
Yes.
Okay, so listen, guys. We're going to be doing more practical, what you call role plays. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing a lot of role plays for you guys, so that when you get home, you remember more of what we said, what you saw than what I said. Is that okay? So commendation goes like meeting a common bond. How are you, sweetheart? How are you doing? Fine, and all of that. And then when I start talking with her, how you've had a great day and stuff like that, she has a great day. You know, one of the most amazing thing about you is just, you see, I just can't get away from your smiles, and you're just simply an amazing lady. See, you're already laughing. I've never started talking. So, and please, guys, whenever you want to appreciate something in a lady, make sure you are not flattering. find something realistic to appreciate. Okay? If you look at the book of Songs of Solomon, you'll find that the book of Songs of Solomon was a realistic appreciation of a beautiful woman. And it was very, very detailed. You hear something like her cheek was like that of a roe, her teeth as white as milk. Meaning that this guy gave time to observing. Is that okay? Then when you get married, you go further, because he went further to tell us her thighs. Meaning this man spent time to look at the laps of his own wife. Is that okay? For instance, my wife has one of the finest laps on earth. I mean, just yeah. So and then he went further to say her breast is like, so meaning, listen, he was not studying her breast in darkness. Now you don't do that when you are single, all right? But when you get married, these are things you get specific at. So when you're appreciating a woman, women want to know, because women have a lot of insecurities, bodies and all of that, shaming and the rest of that. So imagine if a woman hears from you, sweetheart, I love your breasts the way they are. You may not think that means a lot to you as a man, but it means a lot to a woman, because it's a problem with women. Okay, so he come among you, so, sweetheart, I just want to say, look, listen, you see, every time I just look at you, you're just simply amazing, your face, your whatever you want. So once you do that, then next thing is, there's something I just, never use the word but when you want to introduce observation. Commendation, and then when you want to move into observation, you don't say, but there's something I want to tell you. What that has done, it has introduced a negative, and it has cancelled what you have said before. And the minds of people stay more on the negative than on the positives. So what you want to say is that there's some sweetheart, there's something I actually wanted to mention to you. It's just something very small. And I know something, it's not something you do all the time, but it's just like maybe if you're not giving attention to it. It's this nagging something. Sweetheart, you dey nag, babe. You dey really nag. It's not just do me like this. Sometimes it just make person feel like, say, so hey, write this down. Talk about a serious thing in an unserious way. You are a serious person, you have a serious look, and then when you talk in a serious way. You kill the life in your relationship. So that babe, this nagging, see, yesterday, you remember what you did yesterday? Look, sweetheart, that thing almost drove me crazy. But now listen, this is where, can you see what I did? I introduced but when I talk about negative. I just said, look, you nag, I've observed and babe, but when I talk about positives, I didn't use the word but to introduce negative. But when I talk about negative, I have to use but, meaning that thing doesn't really matter. I'm only just pointing it to you. End up again appreciating, but I'm always grateful to God for the day I met with you. So it's like a sandwich bread. You have the bread, you have all those nice things in between, you have a bread, you have some nice things in between, you have a bread. Commendation, observation, recommendation, commendation. You have no right to criticize somebody you've not complimented.